Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Pastor Michael. Praise the Lord. God is good. Alright, before we go on, if any of you are local in Barnwell, Ankin, Wilson area, I need ride. I'll give you the money for ride. Let me know. Comment. And you'll be making the money. Alright? Thank you. Now let's get back to that. We have a new subject now. Sorry, the other video took too long to upload. All these problems. Bad up with that. So, speaking of it, I got just to start. Alright, now, we have a new subject. Mourning. My sister passed away unexpected last week. Really shocking. She was only 67. Young. I'll wait for that today. I'll look it up online for obituary. I don't know when it's going to be on. Alright. Now let's go to Revelation. Revelation chapter 21, verses 4. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, either, neither shall be any more pain. For the former things are passed away. It's also in Isaiah chapter 25, verses 8, paraphrase. God spoke that. This is, I know it's a revelation thing to come. You all will be very glad. Whew, no more death, no more, no more crying, grieving. Right now we do. Ever since Adam, well, the first one to die was Abel, because of Cain's murder. And there was no mourning. Probably was with Adam and Eve when they found out their son was dead. Because it said that finally with that, really happy have a son to replace. So ever since that time till now, in the future, we will always will more. Until the Lord ends that. That after the judgment day, it's almost the very end of the Revelation. There will be death all the way through, even through Jesus Christ rule on earth, all the way to Judgment Day, when every one of them being judged. Is that person's name in the book? No, my Lord. Go prepare for the way for the devil. No! Some family members say, no! Did that person being judged go down? Next one. Oh, I know, that was my friend. Oh no, he's being judged. Everybody would cry more, be a lot of weeping, very, very sad that day. That's what really it's all about. Then the Lord said, okay, no more tears. Just like that, everybody would praise the Lord. No more tears, no more death. Praise the Lord. Like that. All wiped off. Just like that. So that'll be awesome. But be prepared. Your loved one you thought, even who got born again, is going down. Oh yeah, because of sin. If you knew about the way Saul, he would chosen, but it wasn't properly chosen. It should have been David. Because what Saul did, God was very upset with Saul being judged, gone. Many others in the judge are gone. Even a believer who believe in God. And notice the Ark of the Covenant was tipping. He touched it. That. Not supposed to touch with your bare hand. Only the wood got to go through. What it said in the Old Testament. Alright, you get the idea. God's judgment. Even believers too. I thought that person was born again. No! It's gone down to the fire. Because he secretly has sin. Maybe he murdered somebody and then we pretend to be born again and then God knew that. It's not. Remember I told you if you look upon a woman that committed adultery in your heart, yep, judgment, gone. You're gone. Bye-bye. God, not what you think, who you think he is. But the point right here, you're not gonna mourn anymore. I don't take the world tough. My sister passed away last week. I'm still in shock. Really. And also, my mom, she passed away 13 years ago this December. My grandparents, I've named about 75 people I knew, maybe 100 people. I have a book back in Syracuse naming all these people I knew have passed away. And I have a book of all of the, they call it prayers cards, with their name. Maybe some of them have pictures, the date of birth and death, and the prayers are on there. I have about that thick, using baseball cards, thing, they slip all that. Very clever. So, that way I can remember that they passed away and know the date, things like that. But the important thing is you gotta look forward. But don't worry about you met somebody. If you know that someone you love has passed away, and when you go up in heaven, rejoice to each other. Give a hug, hey, Joe, finally get to see you again. Wow, you're young again. Yeah, everybody will be young in heaven. Sure, I have white hair since I was 18, But when I'm there, I probably will have that brunette, brown hair again. Yeah, you can tell a little bit of my eyebrow. That's the color I had. And when I had whiskers, you can tell, or 5 o'clock shadow, you can tell what I had my hair before. So that's what I look like. So be prepared, everybody looks different. But you'll know that person, someone you knew all your life. Hey, how you doing? You're gonna do things like that. But the judgment day come, shocking. Some of them gone. There's gotta be about thousand people I must have seen have gone and passed away that I don't even know their name. High school, deaf schools, college. I remember first grade. See, you'll never know when you're gonna die. After first grade, that summer, I was swimming at the family friend pool with my brother because the family friend babysat while my mom was working. It was 1973. I remember 72, 73, first grade at the deaf school. Then what happened was that this classmate of mine, my very same class, not any other class, same class, there was 7 of us. Because at the deaf school, smaller. Well, he was shot by his own brother, shot to death in the head. Sorry for the graphics, but that's what happened. And I was shocked. What happened? I didn't understand about that. So years later. Same with my great grandfathers, 2 of them. Yeah, they had 2 great grandfathers. Okay, that's my father's mother's father and my father's father's father. I remember Frank. They were like 100 years. It's kind of like look like 100 years old. It was like 95 something years old. I remember. I was like 5 at the time. 95, I think. No, I remember a lot younger than that. Really shocking. And there was a picture of it. I don't know what happened to it, but I remember it. Then all of a sudden I hear they passed away. What's passed away? I didn't know what it was. It just passed away. They don't want to talk about what passed away. Okay. That mean we can't see them anymore? No. You'll understand eventually. This lesson's good for children to understand what passing away is. Mourning. We all have appointment with the Lord. Because man's sin, our lives were cut. Back then, we're supposed to live to 1,000 years or so. Actually, it's supposed to be permanent. But because of Adam and Eve's sin, the life was cut short. And the God's plan was 1,200 years. But they lived to be 900. I just have my opinion. I got feeling 12. Because the 12 disciples, the 1,200 years. So I kind of figure that out. But their life was cut short in 900 something years. But because of man's sin, according to Jonathan, chapter 6. Let's go back there. It already mentioned about Revelation chapter 21. This is with Noah that time, chapter 6. Because the man sinned and the violence. God didn't like that. He wanted to change. And listen to that. Verse 3. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he eat also its flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years. That time, wow, God cut to about 1/10. He cut 9/10 of mankind's life that time. You could tell 1200 because that's 120. He cut down to a 1/10. So that's another reason why I think it was supposed to be 1200. So he cut down to 1/10. But man turned back evil again. With the Tower of Babel, that was just only, 2 generations after Noah. What's going on? However, it goes way... They have, see if I can get that correct. Either Psalm or Proverb, I can't remember. I know it's 31, chapter 31. Let's check Psalm. I think it's in Proverb then. These guys decided to cut shorter. Oh yeah, much shorter. A lot of people thought, 120. They forgot about that important verse in the Bible. They didn't read it. Supposed to read them everything. I was reading something else a long time ago, and I found that in the next chapter. Not Proverb, no. What did you see? Yeah. Psalm chapter 90. Not 30, 90. Because I remember now, because the Persian Gulf War, they mentioned that chapter, then the next chapter. Yeah, I remember now. They were talking about Well, somewhere there talked about man's life would be 70 to 80 years. That got shortened to 70 to 80 years. If you did good, your life would be longer with that. Now, you see a lot of people have died in their between 70 and 80. Yet, some of them even all the way up to 90, even 100 years. Very rare they live to be 105. Maybe once every billion people or so. 110. Too rare. But actually, it's 70 to 80. My sister was 67. Trisha Rogers, who died last week also, an actor, 79. Look at Ashley Osbourne. Look at Terry Bolla, known as Hulk Hogan. He was 72, I believe. See, many of them around between 70 and 80. That's lifetime now. So you understand where I'm coming from with all that. Tomorrow I'll look for that first. Time ran out for me. And you will see that first. And we'll continue about Mourning. And God will comfort you. Even right here on earth. Oh yeah, we'll find that out. Messiah and other verse as well. It's all written down. Matthew. So you'll see all that soon. Thanks for watching. God bless.